Yes. Now the real question is, how do we handle this situation? Do we cut out that first part where you can't hear me? Or later on? Let's turn off that. Turn down the background music. So obviously, you're watching QPTV Daily Social Live. Take two. QPTV.org's live daily show. I'm your host for today, James. We've got a lot to cover again, so let's get started. Appointments are open at your college for all eligible New Yorkers who live in Queens. Confirm your eligibility and schedule appointment today. Visit the address on the screen below. What's happening here? Yeah, so we'll replace the microphone cable for tomorrow. Right now, a little too late, but we'll take care of that. Next piece of information we have for you on the show.
QPTV Radio.
We'll get right to, again, Queensborough President Donovan Richards will be holding the 2021 State of the Borough Address. And that'll be Wednesday, March 3rd at 6 p.m. on QPTV and QPTV.org. And then on Thursday, to vaccinate or not to vaccinate? That is the question. Check that out. It's a town hall discussion to answer your COVID-19 vaccine concerns. And of course, to be or not to be is a soliloquy from William Shakespeare's play Hamlet. But for these purposes, we're talking about life and death sometimes. So please join the Queens Chamber of Commerce's not-for-profit committee and the Health and Wellness Committee on a town hall style webinar, March 4th, 2021, beginning at 11 a.m. We'll provide real-time information about the coronavirus vaccines and offer an opportunity to have your questions and concerns addressed. Watch here on QPTV.org. And then Thursday also, we have Behind the Conversations at 3 p.m. live on QPTV and QPTV.org. Queen's Conversations is a live talk show featuring QPTV's award-winning production and hosting team, Lucia Dragos, Lauren Omar, and John Collins, having discussions with a diverse spectrum of Queens residents and leaders. Every topic is incredibly relevant, and every discussion is enlightening. This week, they'll be covering Queens, then and now, looking back on the diverse history of Queens, what makes Queens today, and some insight from some members of the Queens Historical Society. It's going to be a great show. It will be live, so you can ask your questions on Facebook. Send them right in. It's going to be a fantastic show. You don't want to miss it. So watch and listen to QPTV for issues of impact to our Queens community. Any questions you have, submit during the show live. You can also watch previous episodes of the show on qptv.org/QC.
Today, we celebrate the first African American man to be elected to the office of Queensborough President, who brings us hope and is making a difference in the borough of Queens. Queensborough President Donovan Richards. A man has not held the seat since 1986, and you're following behind Claire Schulman, Helen Marshall, Melinda Katz, and acting Queensborough President Sharon Lee. How did you feel when you won, and when did you know you wanted a career in politics?
Oh, I had big hills to fill, is what I say. When we think about the four last dynamic woman who held this seat, and it's truly an honor to be here as the borough president. And as you alluded to, the first Black man to hold this seat, which if you told me coming up that I would ever ascend to becoming the borough president, I would have probably said you're out of your mind.
Learn at QPTV. You can go to qptv.org/learn to learn about the different workshops we offer at QPTV. And while you're there, you can sign up for our contact list so we can give you all the updates on when workshops are coming around again. Obviously, with coronavirus, things are a little different. So the best advice right now is to stay tuned to Daily Social Live. Stay tuned to QPTV.org. Stay tuned to QPTV channels. Subscribe to our newsletter. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere where you can find QPTV, official QPTV information. Sign up so you can be the first to know when we're offering classes. But as a quick tidbit, obviously this is a new show we have here, and it's a learning process for myself involved. But just to give you an idea, especially for all you folks who are at home and you find yourself in Zoom meetings and remote everything and this and that, it's pretty simple or it's pretty easy to get stuck in a situation where you feel like you're looking at a blank expression back at you when you see yourself on screen. So sometimes you want to improve it. And a lot of the times, a quick improvement you can make with just what you have is just turning on the right amount of lights. And to give you a quick example, if I turn off a couple lights here, you'll see how quickly this quality of the stream will degrade. I'm in the dark. Actually, not too bad. But you see, as I continue to go along, it gets worse. Where are the lights? I got little buttons everywhere. There's another one. All right, so now it's even worse. Oh, you could tell I'm in front of a green screen. Oh, no. But you see, obviously, there's a lot to learn about it. There's a lot to learn about where to put the lights, so what type of lights to use, and so on and so forth. And that goes for everything, including the microphone, the camera, whatever you're using. It's not a matter to just pick that equipment up. And it's not even a matter to just know how it functions. There's a skill. There's an art to it to put things where they belong. And we teach you that. Our classes are incredibly intensive. So whatever your application is, whether it's a Zoom call or a full-blown production of a TV show, it's good to know your basic production skills. Because in this day and age, it's incredibly useful if you want to stand out. But anyway, go back to qptv.org/learn to see what we offer. And then, of course, go to qptv.org/newsletter to sign up. And if you want to contact us right away, you can email us, media@qptv.org, or you can also fill out the contact form and reach us that way. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back. So we had a bit of issue in the beginning of the show, and we were using a different way of bringing the show to you yesterday, and with the mixed results. There was some pros, but a lot more cons. So today we're using the way we did in the beginning. Actually, we did change it up a little there too, but pretty much where we started. And I had to reconnect something, so I think the microphone audio got lost, but it's back, I think. And I fixed the issue we were having last week where I was having the audio return in a very strange way in my ears, and it made it very, very difficult to do the show. And that's taken care of as well. So day by day, we'll get closer to our final form. But anyway, to let you know what's coming up, again, we have like really incredible specials this week that'll be live on the website. We have the State of the Borough address on Wednesday. We have to vaccinate or not to vaccinate on Thursday at 11 a.m. We have Queen's Conversations, Queens Then and Now. We'll be live this Thursday at 3 p.m. And of course, you have your Daily Social Live every weekday on QPTV.org. And we'll have the time consistency eventually. But as we begin to build the show up, it'll take a while to get everything where we need it to be, where it's seamless to you, at least, the viewer. And then we'll be bringing you the COVID updates. If there's any weather alerts, we'll be bringing that to you. And we'll be bringing you more content. We'll be looking back on some of the history of QPTV. We'll dive deeper into the Queen's multiverse. Soon, we'll be talking to you directly. We'll be taking your calls. We'll be having interviews. We'll be doing deep dives into serious Queen subjects. All in all, it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks again for tuning in to Daily Social Live from QPTV. And we'll be back again with more on what you should know from Queens Public Television. Because we can't do this without you. In fact, we are here for you. We want you to become part of our in real life social network. Go to qptv.org to find out how to watch, learn, create with QPTV. Tell your friends about us, subscribe, and share. Stay safe and be well.